Hi guys, PLO Warrior here. This is part 3 of the 100 NL speed poker on iPoker. 100 NL is the highest stakes available for the speed poker on there at the moment. If they obviously bring out some 1-2 and 2-4, then we can make some videos there. If not, we can make some speed videos on PokerStars, Zoom Poker, should I say. Same difference though. I'm gonna flat call with the deuce 5, but I obviously have to rep some stuff. I can't just call on the fact of hitting my gut shot and stuff. So I am gonna have to obviously rep some things, or we can just obviously river the straight, bottom end of the straight. However, not that good. Strange thing is, I think you can end up having a flush here quite a lot. I think it's a bad call, but yeah, that was definitely a fold on the river there. So that was one very badly played hand. I mean, I raised the turn to get him to fold. He has King 5. Obviously, if he didn't pick up a flush draw, he'd be folding there. But you know, I thought he had the flush on the river and I still called. So that's bad poker for a start, but never mind. I mean, it's not really a great call by him anyway, on the turn. Well, what can you do? 3-bet my Queen 4, because I love Queen 4. It's my favourite. Well, it's actually not my favourite. 360 my favourite. Nice flop for us, obviously. I'm not going to slow play it. I'll try and get some money in the pot. Especially if he has ace of clubs, king of clubs. I'm not going to get any action otherwise. If he doesn't have a, you know, pretty nice flop on the bottom as well. Just going to donk here. Don't expect them to see bet that flop all that often, so. It's gutting to fold the 9-10 suited here as well. But we're going to have to fold to a 4-bet, cold 4-bet as well, obviously. Jack Queen offsuit. I'm going to fold against that guy. Against the reg, he's like 3-bet from the small blind, from the big blind. I expect him to have a pretty decent hand. And we're going to be all in down here with the obviously top pair and the flush draw and all that. It's pretty nice. Against the short stack, got top pair, but obviously it's a pretty gross board. So I'll start with a call. Worst card pretty much comes. Gives us 2 pair, but I mean, I don't expect him to bet if he doesn't have a diamond, obviously. So we should have an easy fold if he doesn't have a diamond. He's not going to call if he doesn't have a diamond anyway, so... yeah, timed out on 2 tables. Terrible. Gonna 3-bet my Jack 9 suited because I like that hand. Can make lots of funky stuff. Terrible flop on the left. Actually just gonna check fold. No point even putting 50p in this pot. Yeah, Hold'em is boring. Sorry guys, but people are switching to PLO for a reason, you know. It's much more exciting. Okay, so I defended with the Ace Jack suited to the 3-bet, which is like, it's pretty strange that he doesn't c-bet this board, but I'm not gonna just try and steal it straight away. I'm just gonna check back. Can't fold the turn obviously, and if he bets big on the river, it's gonna be pretty tricky. We have a pretty clear value bet ourselves now. I don't expect him to be checking back better than what we have. Okay, we value cut ourselves there, obviously. Maybe we should have checked back the river, but yeah, I don't blame ourselves for betting. We only bet small anyway. I'm going to stay with him with the ace, with the king, but not much else to say. Dupa. I'm actually still going to bet for value of my queen 2. He's pretty thin, but I think this guy can have it like any 8 basically and stuff. So not the best of flops for our aces, but not much else we can do. Definitely see a flop with the ace 10 against the short stack. I'll defend the ace jack. I won't 3-bet if this guy opens. I just 3-bet him up here a second ago. So 9-10's a nice hand, but not to call it cold 3-bet, obviously. We can start betting for value now on the ace jack table, obviously. And just going to block a bit the river because he can easily have a queen. As I check back the flop, he won't think I have an ace too often, so he could be having a queen on the turn when I bet, and when he raises me up, I think that's exactly what he does have. I know I only bet sort of just over half the pot, but I'll call anyway. I know he has a queen. Yeah, 5 even better. Set of 5s. That's the spirit. You're like 90% sure you beat, so you call anyway. That's not how you play good poker. But I told you I'm a hold'em fish. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. So I'm just learning the game. Give me a break. I'm gonna bet on the ace. Snap calls. I think he's like on a flush draw a lot of the time. No, I'm just gonna shove. Call me what you want. I think he has a club draw, and I think he's gonna fold. That wasn't my intention, you know. I'm just planning to just bet fold the flop, but you know, ace comes, good card for me to rep. Then he basically tells me he's got a flush draw, so you know, I can't let him just win with a high card. This guy, wow. I think I have an easy fold here with my ace king. This guy 3-bet quite big. I only bet 3, he bet 15, and this guy shoves for like 90 big blinds, I think it was. So ace king is an easy fold in that situation, I think. And my 7s are going to be an easy fold also. I don't like to be the third player into the pot, just calling with a medium pair, really. That's just going to give you trouble. I mean, maybe like 20% of the time it's going to be 4-bet pre-flop and you're going to have to fold. Then like, you're only going to flop a pair, you're only going to flop a set, like, you know, 1 in 4, 1 in 5 times. And then obviously there's going to be overcards, it's going to be 3 ways. It's not rocket science, but folding 7s is just an easy thing to do there. I was going to 3-bet my 7-8 suited, but I decided not to. Just going to check fold now. So I'm not expecting to bet like nearly 100% of the time when the ace turns, obviously. So if I want the pot, I have to bet into him on the ace, obviously. I'm going to defend my 3s against this guy. And flat call. I mean, it's a pretty horrendous board, but I'll turn my 3s into a bluff now. I will have to barrel the river as well, also, if he just calls me, obviously. If he raises me, then I can fold. The deuce 5, the gut shot. I love it. Love the gutters. I love the double gutters even more. Interesting race. I mean, it's quite easy for him to have, you know, 5-7 suited or 7-9 suited, Ace-6 suited. So it's unfortunate we have to bet fold our double gutter on the turn, but there's no other play. Obviously, if you want to take the aggressive route, you're going to be bet folding a lot. We open our deuces, did a deuces. We'll then have to bet big on this flop. Pretty much barrel or leave the game, but there's too many draws that he could also have. I don't expect him to be folding, so no problem. Quite a dominated spot again, it's pretty nice. Could choose to check back with the jacks, obviously. Try and build a bigger pot as I can. I want to get a big river bet in, obviously, so it's not actually the best card in the world. I might have to bet fold here, to be honest, because that brings in a lot of draws and stuff, and yeah, pretty gruesome. Pretty easy fold with my trip 10s, to be honest. You know, that's poker. Pretty sure I'm beat there. And, you know, I probably would never fold that if I hadn't played Omaha in the past, but it makes you more aware for things that are coming in. So, it's all good. Don't mind. I mean, that didn't hurt at all. You know, you fold hands like that every 5 minutes in PLO. So folding it and hold'em, not any different. I mean, I was just thinking check fold the river, you know, when that card came, but that's just too weak. I don't want him just to, you know, bet me off, and if by a small percentage of the time he has absolutely nothing, he bet me off. So I have to block a bet. I didn't actually mean to call that with the 4-7. Meant to click fold, but never mind. Terrible flop with the, well, I won't say terrible flop, but obviously the king's there. Wow. King 8, he called my 4-bet to $33 with King 8 suited. Pretty ridiculous. I can't even. Yeah, no, that's fine, you know, whatever. But I have to be taking notes on that, because I might not see him again for a while, and then I'll just be folding to his 3 bets when he's got King 8 suited, so that would be incorrect. At least make notes on it, you know, it's all good. I don't think this guy has anything. Don't see why he'd donk a 10, to be honest, so. pretty brutal that I bet the flop and get called in 2 spots. I'm just going to fold. Obviously the flush comes in, the board pairs and that. It's not a good situation. Maybe a bad call by me, I'm not quite sure. I mean, he had 13 big blinds, but this guy limped, so whatever. Gonna raise the Jack 9. The geezer limps under the gun, so see what he's doing about that. Interesting line so far he's taken. That's a bet for value. Definitely gonna check the river. I'm gonna 3-bet the king queen obviously, and the ace 9 too. Ace 8, sorry. I'm gonna defend the king queen. I don't like doing this. Obviously you can have ace king, you can have aces a lot of time. But it's gambling, isn't it? What can you do? I mean, there's no really point calling there. I don't expect, once I call that flop bet, it's pretty strong. I don't expect him to barrel off with obviously an under pair or just ace high or something, so there's no point giving him, letting him see a turn card if he just has ace high or something. I mean, there was 50 in the pot and there was only 75 in stacks, so I think it might have been less. Gonna 3-bet the 8s. Nearly timed out, but what can you do? Yeah, easy fold. Only 4-bets us. Yeah, avoid losing more money on the ace king. I mean, we could have lost one more bet really. When the 10 comes on a turn, obviously he could have got small value on the river. I'm surprised he didn't bet with his 6s on the river. It's all about thin value. No real point betting my 7 now. Not really much that missed, to be fair. Only like 8 9s and stuff, 8 10s. It's the only hand I can really think of that you're cool with that we would have beat by the river. No, he had pocket fives. I'm going to defend with the 9-6 suited, and I might check raise this flop maybe. I can't really. It's just a bad turn card to bluff on, you know. If he's got an ace of hearts or even just a jack or a queen, he's going to call. So it's not such a good card to check raise on. And we were going to check raise the flop on the right as well. Every time we're about to check raise, you know, a bad card comes on the turn. So we're just going to have to fold. I think this guy has actually quite a strong hand here. I'm actually just going to flat call. I think like he's going to have a strong hand most of the time. Just going to min raise. If he has like queens or kings, he's going to fold anyway. Yeah, he did have a strong hand. I mean, he had the same hand as us, but obviously, I wasn't wrong. I think that's the worst hand he's going to have there, to be honest. So we're just going to raise this flop with the 6-7 suited. We could end up getting in bad shape here. We do end up getting it in quite bad shape, but you know, that's poker. Not going too well then. What can you do? I mean, I like to be aggressive, so we'll be raising with the, you know, flush draw on the gut shot. And when he raises us, obviously we can't ever fold, so that's poker, folks. Gonna 3-bet the 9-7 suited. It's a nice hand. I rather like it myself. Flop a guttable. Double guttable. Gonna keep the aggression on here. If he calls, there'll be 34 on the river. And we're also betting here. Top left when we 3-bet. We get cold called by this dude, but obviously we flip up and down. Wow, 63 to win 61. So 60, yeah, getting about the right price. Interesting that he would shove with 9s, but we'd get there on the turn anyway, so yippee. Good news for us. Nice flop for 2s anyway. Or maybe not. Oh, min raise. I'm never folding to a min raise. I've got to be a bit worried about his stack size though. I mean, there's 7-8s that get there on the turn and stuff, you know, so have to be worried about the gut shots that get there on the turn. But he kept the pot so cheap. We call him bluffing the whole way. You know, it's fine. It's all good. I'm going to flat call with my nines. I know I don't like doing it much. Yeah, I still don't really like doing it much. Pretty gruesome. This is just the spot that you're going to find yourself in most of the time. It's just not really worth calling in the first place. Pretty bad poker, to be honest. Yeah, we opened up here so we can see bet. I'm just going to flat with the king queen offsuit against the short stack. It's a shame he doesn't bet the flop, but you can't expect the short stacks to always bet the flop. Nice flop for us. We're just going to bet on the smaller side. No real point to obviously try and get him to fold or anything. Pretty obvious. But no dice. Why am I? Oh no, I'm the big blind. I thought I was limping the small blind of queen 4 offsuit, but I certainly wasn't, so it's fine. Nice flop for me. This is the guy that defended with the king 8 suited to the 4 bet. I'll try and get as much money in as I can. Ah! Oh. Sorry about that. Ah. Just had the biggest shooting pain in the side of my body. Well, I think that's a video now anyway, guys, but thanks for watching.